Erika Kirk is having an event in 2 days, a big event. All right. There's a big 𝗙PUSA event that is happening. This right here. And here's the thing. It says Make Heaven Crowded Tour. Oh my God. Right? Featuring Erika Kirk, confirmed speaker. So this is a 𝗙PUSA faith event, and it's called the Make Heaven Crowded Tour, to which I was like, what does that mean? That really sounds a little Jim Jonesy, doesn't it? First off, I like how it's actually in Riverside, California, but they put Los Angeles, California, even though Riverside is like 90 miles from LA or 75 miles. Like it is nearly 2 hours from Los Angeles, but they put Los Angeles, California, right? It's at the Harvest Church in Riverside. Make Heaven Crowded. Now, of course, guys, I was like, does this mean what I think it means? And this started a torrent, guys, just an absolute torrent of responses. Because I asked, do we set up a big ass Kool-Aid stand outside the venue? Because, guys, I think that would be the greatest meme, would be to go and get like a metal bucket of Kool-Aid and just go put it up outside the venue and offer everyone free Kool-Aid and see if you have any takers, right? It would be very interesting. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get to Riverside tomorrow. This thing is tomorrow. But, you know, if it happens, I think I coined the idea. I think it's a great idea. But the replies in here, guys, are amazing. There are so many good replies. Just so many. Dude, I'm like, this is me right now. Dude, there are so many replies in here. Like, I couldn't stop replying to them because they were so good. Okay? And this is highly unusual because, guys, it is just a crazy concept to say the Make Heaven Crowded Tour. Like, what are they doing? And it's not even in LA. And it is just so, like, who does their PR, bro?
Featuring Erika Kirk, confirmed speaker, Make Heaven Crowded. Bro, why do they call it Make Heaven Crowded? It almost feels like a cult. Like they're all going to drink the Kool-Aid and die. Isn't that weird? That's a weird-ass fucking name for a tour. Oh, that's what he said too. Do we set up a big-ass Kool-Aid stand outside the venue?
Voting on a local level, for sure. I also suggest if you're watching this and you want to see videos that I've made about dysfunctional blue cities.
Dude, it's so funny. That is one of the most bizarre. That is one of the most bizarre things I have ever seen. Okay, but guys, this is not the only thing that went on today. Today was like viral tweet day. If you guys want to look at some of these replies, dude, they're so funny. People came in hot. I mean, if you look at it, it has almost 2,000 replies to 6,000 likes. That's an insane ratio. I have never had a tweet that had so much reply activity because people are like, WTF. Dude, it is so funny, right? I like this guy too. This guy said Jim Jones has entered the chat. And I said, let's make him a mod. Dude, there's a link to it if you want to go check them out. They are valid. But, dude, Riverside is wild. Riverside is a very different environment. Just for the record, guys, Riverside was one of the few counties that voted for Trump in California. Not by a lot. I think Trump beat Kamala Harris by like 1%. But it's still, that's a big margin for a, you know, outer rim suburb of California. And Riverside is like the meth lab capital of California as well, right? It is, dude, it is wild. But man, so there's a couple other things though to look at here online. Something else was Melania Trump's $40 million documentary drama, First Lady's upcoming film, struggling to sell tickets before the premiere. It's not materializing. Okay, so this, guys, is a something notable. This movie is crashing out already. They're most certainly they're going to have to go in and they're probably going to do what Angel Studios does. And I would imagine that one of these right-wing billionaire foundations is going to go and start buying up tickets because nobody wants to see this movie. This was the movie that nobody asked for. This was the movie that I don't even know how much of the MAGA movement wants to see this film. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There is zero desire for her movie, right? You know, I don't really care. Do you? Right? When is it? It comes out in 10 days. Okay, it comes out in 10 days. Now, I will say that I did see somebody online that made a pretty good movie poster, though I think this movie poster is pretty... Dude! Oh, shit! Let me find that one. Oh, that's good. Right here, dude. I think if Melania does this movie poster, isn't that great? Dude, a new film, Melania, 20 Days to History, January 30th. Dude, I saw that one. I thought that was pretty good. And yes, this is the Amazon documentary about her. I mean, it was made by Amazon Studios, but it's not just going to Amazon. It is premiering in the theaters. Nobody really is probably going to go see this thing in the theaters. It is wild. Isn't that a great poster? I think that poster is beautiful. Yeah, I can't imagine there's going to be a lot of people there. Okay, I don't anticipate there being a lot of people there. You never know. In some neighborhoods, they might, right? Some neighborhoods, they might. I thought this tweet was pretty good too. This is the entire world, right? Looking at that Trump press conference. Guys, how about that Trump press conference? Wow. 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 I don't even know how to process that Trump presser. I mean, it was such a train wreck that like news outlets just started like tuning off. You know what I mean? His brain is absolutely cooked. His brain is just completely cooked, guys. There's no way you can watch that Donald Trump presser and think this guy is not completely like gone. Okay? Like his brain is floating in bubbling like green curry or something. You know what I mean? It is literally just cooked. It is like a stew pot with a human brain. It's a little like, you know, one of those little governor filters, a steam filter on the back of his head. Dude, it was absolutely just cooking. I just instantly thought of this photograph. The Barbie faces are crazy. Dude. Oh, dude. Dude. Oh, that's so good. There's a club in Oakland called the Stork Club. Okay. It is sort of like it's a kind of like Gilman Street, like the venue in Berkeley, except it's like smaller and it is like, you know, a little more punk rock and a little grittier. But the Stork is a place where all the touring bands play. And behind the bar at the Stork Club are like 500 Barbies like in boxes. They were in the boxes just stacked up behind the bar. And right, it is so amazing. One of the coolest clubs, a lot of red glitter, sequined curtains and shit like that. But a crazy like punk club with all these Barbies in the boxes is really incredible. I always love playing there because I don't know, Barbies, they're kind of like gross toys when you think about it. And yet there's something about the Barbies themselves that I always loved, because they were really just sort of gross ways of conditioning women to be socialized, to buy into all of the like social, like, you know, I don't know, the social identity of what a woman was supposed to be, right? We're all contained in these Barbies, right? But when you really look at the Barbies, they kind of look like they're being held captive in all that bullshit, you know? And so I was always oddly fascinated by them, because it's like, wow, they're really, really damaging. And yet I love them, you know, because I love fashion and they look like they're trying to escape that stuff. You know, there's just something about them where they look like they want out. And dude, my sisters had like a lot of Barbies, and I was always fixated by them because I feel like they actually made them to have a look like they're trying to get out of this. And of course, the movie Barbie was like easily the best movie of that year.